Here's my audience for my speech. Homelessness is bad for our tourist identity, business in general, and the quality of life for both people on the streets and in the houses. Even on the brink of an economic boom, Dallas is still struggling when it comes to finding homes for homeless people. According to KERA's Stephanie Quo, the most recent spot check shows that there are about 4,000 homeless people in Dallas County alone. About 740 of those counted are unsheltered, meaning they are living on the street, in parks, or under highway overpasses. This is a 20% increase alone from last year's number. The reasoning behind this increase is due to the cost of living in Dallas, lack of affordable housing, and the fact that cost of mental health care is outrageous. Mental illness, physical disabilities, and criminal records make it hard for these people to find homes. Something must be done to get these homeless people off the streets. Getting these people off the streets will not be easy, especially because of the growing homeless population, full shelters, and limited affordable housing. But getting these people will make our country better. Tent City, under I-45 near Deep Ellum, was previously one temporary solution for these homeless people. Even though these homeless people had so-called housing, this did not keep them off the streets. Tent City was shut down by officials and the people were forced to move out. One reason for Tent City being shut down was the crime rate present around the surrounding area. It was not safe for anyone. Poor sanitation was also another reason the city stepped in. There was also trash everywhere, which made the area very unhealthy. Even though Tent City was shut down, many of these homeless people branched off and set up their own tents in other areas. Officials are yet to step into these other areas and force them out. Many people were outraged by the recent shutdown of Tent City, but I personally agree with the city. Tent City is not the solution to housing these homeless people. We, Dallas County, have to make a change to get these people actually off the streets and into real housing. The city, along with many nonprofit organizations, have already built 50 cottage houses for homeless people, but this is not near enough to make a difference. Dallas Commission on Homelessness stated homelessness needs to be a political and financial priority. The group wants 600 homeless people in homes by the end of this year alone. The Dallas City Council members are frustrated about the number of homeless people still in the streets in Dallas. Now, Dallas is not the only city struggling for homeless people. Houston also has experienced this struggle, but they have twice the amount of federal funding to deal with this issue. Dallas did this to themselves. According to research, Dallas has lost some funding from government due to underperformance. There's about $8 million unused each year. We can start here. We can use this extra $8 million left over each year to put these people in shelters. This will take a huge chunk out of the homeless population. According to Chris Jones of NBC5, the city manager proposed a budget that calls for a $4.4 million increase in homeless assistance. This will be achieved by grants and taxpayers paying $1 million more in taxes. A better way that I believe is for Dallas to decrease the numbers of homeless people by using the same tactic used by Miami-Dade County. Tasha, a sports writer for the Dallas News, states that Miami-Dade imposes a 1% tax on food and beverage that generates millions every year for homeless house funding. This 1% will be so little that taxpayers will not even notice it. I believe that this will generate enough money to open many shelters for homeless people and get them off the streets. I believe that Dallas should use plans put in play by other cities that have previously worked for them, so they know that they are not putting in a plan that they are unsure about. We will know for sure that the outcome will be good. We will not be unsure about the outcome and if it will work or not. Us, as individuals, cannot do anything alone for this. First, the city council has to implement a plan, and we must follow along. We must pay the taxes and the taxation on food and beverage if they go that route. Getting these homeless people off the streets will also improve the sanitation and crime issues present in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We must make a change, Dallas. Thank you.